Hi, fifth grade friends. I'm back again. This video is going to show you how to make a Google slide. And you can use this to create some worksheets, interactive worksheets. You could have the students create some posters. So over here, it's kind of like PowerPoint, but you don't have to worry about saving anything. So I clicked on my waffle board and I'm just scrolling down. Here it is, Google Slides. Going to go ahead and click it to open. And I'm going to start a brand new one. So my blank document. All right, so the first thing I always like to do is to go ahead and name this and make sure I've put it in the right folder so I can find it again. So I'm going to go ahead and just call this my sample Google slide. And I'm going to click the little arrow here. Try again until you win. There we are. And then scroll until you find the folder where you want to save it. I have a folder for the class that I'm taking. I'm going to go ahead and select this folder. And then I want to put it in the right class. And again, I want to put it in the right folder within the class. So here it is, sample Google slide. All right, so here we are. Beginning slide, probably your title slide. Go ahead and just introduce whatever it is that you are making. How to make a Google slide. All right. I don't want to add a little subtitle down here. So if you click in here, you can go ahead and use the delete button on your keyboard to get rid of it. If you don't like the way it's formatted, you have some choices just like you do in Google Docs. If you highlight it, you can go ahead and change the font. Make something a little bit more fun. Sure, why not? There we go. And then I'm going to make it a little bit bigger since it is my title slide. I want the font to stand out. I'm going to drag this down so that I can use this whole area. I can make it really big. Why don't I just click in here and just change this number? That looks pretty good. It's a little off center though, so I'm going to shrink the box back down. And then I'll just click it. So I see that plus sign and I can drag it anywhere I want it. I love that there's the guide marks on the screen so I know when I have it centered. All right, so very first slide. If you want to go ahead and add a background, a theme to it, they're over here on the right-hand side. A few different options. I kind of like this one. There we go. Add a little color to it. All right, so now I'm ready to add a new slide. I'm going to go over here to the plus sign. And it's just going to add the very next one. If I wanted to select the style of the slide, next to the plus sign, there's an arrow. And you can see there's lots of different choices here. If you don't like the one that I have, or you want to make another title slide, or maybe you want to do like a compare and contrast, then you have different options here. So anyways, I'm going to come back to my document. And let's call this one how to make transitions. All right, transitions are a little fun. They'll make things appear on your screen at the click of your mouse when you're ready. So up here in your toolbar, here we are in the slide. We're going to select transition. And right now I don't have any transitions. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one. Maybe I want it to fade on in. And I'm going to go ahead and just test it out. There we go. So it jumped from my title slide into here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and continue editing this. So how to make transitions. Let's do a bullet point list. 3 little dots over here on the end are going to allow me to add a bulleted list, or I guess a numbered one might make more sense. So first, click on the slide option in the menu bar. Pick the slide transition that you want and go ahead and apply it. All right. Now let's go ahead and add another slide with a picture in it. So I'm going to press my formatted option because I just want a blank one. And as you remember from my other videos, I like to insert pictures from Google Images. So again, you can do that in here. I'm going to insert an image. I'm not going to upload it from my computer. I'm going to go ahead and search the web for it. Maybe you want a picture of your favorite math teacher. Ooh, a meme could be fun. Yeah, math rocks. Okay, it won't take too much time. Let's just go back and select one. So I click it, I highlight it, and I go ahead and insert it. Again, you can format the size of it by dragging in the corners. And if I happen to change my mind and I decided, I do want to add a little bit of text to go along with it, you can do that at any time by going up here and selecting the text box tool. And I'm going to click where I want it. This is me in 50 years. Well, maybe not, but. All right, let's see what else we can try. Let's add another blank slide and try a few more things. Going to go ahead and maybe add some shapes on here. Maybe you're doing a geometry lesson. Let's pick a few different geometrical shapes. Oh, this would be fun. This would confuse them if we were talking about polygons. Actually, that's a great idea. Let me go ahead and change this slide into a sample for a lesson. That the students have to name the shape that is not a polygon. So again, I don't have a text box in here. I'll just go ahead and put one. Name the shape that is not a polygon. If I wanted to, I could actually have them drag it. I'm going to pick another slide over here that had the 2 different columns. You know what? I think I'm just going to go back and copy this text. Let me just highlight it so I don't have to keep retyping everything. Right-click in, copy in, go into the next page, pasting it in again. And instead of saying name, I'm going to say drag the shapes that are polygons to the left box. And then let's go ahead and give these boxes a title. So polygons here and some non-polygons over here. And then I got to find a good place. Oh, Let me put a border around here so they can actually see what I'm talking about when I say boxes. So let's see where we can find our format. I don't want to do any shadows or anything. I do want to do the borders. Let's format this with a border. I'll just do a regular, oh, I like this color. There we go. Let me do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm going to go ahead and insert those pictures again. I'm just going to make them a little bit smaller up here. We have a square. Well, let's pick some crazy looking things. There we go. Do not enter. Then again, yep, go ahead and drag them up if you want to center them a little better. And I'll just pick one more, and then we'll move on to our next one. So there we are. And then what you can do is if you want to share this slide for the students and you want them each to have to make their own copy because you don't want them to be playing around with anybody else's, this is how we can take care of it. So up here under share, you first want to go down here and change the access so that anybody with this link can update it. I'm going to copy this link. And just for the purpose of showing you how to share this, I'm going to open up a Google Doc really quick so you can see how I change this extension. Waffle board, and then we'll get to Google Docs in just a minute. Oops, not my drive. Go back, please. I just should have gone over here now. Let's create a new Google Doc. Too many things are going on. Computer's not happy. It's getting there, it's getting there, it's getting there. All right, so right in here, you remember I copied it, so I'm just going to hit that Control V and paste it. Right here at the end of it, do you see where it says the word edit? You want to start highlighting there to the end of that link. You can hit delete if you want, or you can just type right over it. I'm going to type right over it, and I'm going to type the word copy. Now what that will do is anybody that clicks on this link, it will make them have to make a copy of it. Let me show you. So let's highlight it. Let's go ahead and make it a link. And as I select it, there we go. All right. So this was how to make a Google slide.